What is up, everybody? I haven't uploaded since June 6th, it looks like. Where I did like a review on like the All-Star race, tech, like Gateway and whatever. Um, since we went through two more races, and they had a week off in between those two races, I should talk about that. I just been super busy with life, work things. I got certified at work for another position that I'm pretty much going for and in right now. So I'm excited about that. We'll eventually get a pay raise within the next month or so. Um, but anyway, that was the reason why I haven't really been making videos because I've been like training and just worrying about getting certified and whatnot because testing really stresses me out with anything really. And I got a new watch, um, the Galaxy 4, whatever. Anyway, June 12th, they ran Sonoma, and that was just, I don't know, that was just a weird race altogether. Um, like we had another first time fucking winner, another first time winner, and it also came from Trackhouse. Yes, Trackhouse is doing pretty solid this year. They have the speed. Are they championship contenders? It's hard to say because right now anything goes at this point. Like we have 9 races left in the regular season. Um, and with that, there's only, let's see. Okay, playoffs. See, so far, Ryan Blaney is the highest driver in points without a win this season. Then Truex, Bell, and Harvick. So there's 4 spots left in the playoffs with 9 races to go. There's 5 drivers who now have two, uh, all have 2 wins apiece. Um, Chase now has 2, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Chastain, Logano, Byron, and Hamlin, and that's it. Um, but Sonoma, I've never been a big fan of Sonoma. It was like all, the strategy was all over the fucking place. Kyle Larson lost his crew chief for a month and his tire changer or whatever, tire carrier changer, whatever you want to call it, for a month because they didn't put the wheel on properly and it came off on track, and that is a no. And Chase got a penalty during that race, a pit penalty because he slash pit crew miscommunicated and he pitted outside his box, and it was just a shit show that day for us. But we managed to finish in the top 10 that day. No stage points, but we still managed to get a top 10. Um, Still managed to get a top 10. I'm surprised. But there was some interesting like people in that race that really stood out to me. Like when Chase was leading that race at Sonoma, he could not break away from the 17 of Chris Buescher. I'm like, how is Chris Buescher like just on Chase's tail the entire fucking time? Never passed Chase, but it was just like do. And then Michael McDowell of all people finished in the top 5, and I'm like, all right. Then we have Harvick in the top 5, Cindric, who's been like super like radio silent with his performance lately. Like he's been here and there. He hasn't been like super consistent. Um, he only has 2 top 5s and that 1 win from Daytona. Um, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. He only has 5 top 10s all season. But as a rookie, I don't. That's kind of to be expected, but in Penske equipment, you should be doing better. um, they'll get to something else on that kind of topic later. But first, let me get through Sonoma, the top 10. And Ryan Blaney has been like getting consistent with his finishes, like top 10s, top 5s. He has 6 top 5s this season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has about 9 top 10 finishes and 6 top 5s. So it's not bad. It's really not that bad. He has an average finish of 12.2, almost pretty much 12.3 if you round it up. He's third in points right now, so that's really good. The last few races he's gotten top 10s, and like 2 out of the 3 races since like I want to say it was Gateway and Sunday he had a top 5 finish. Sonoma he had a top 10. So he's pretty solid on the road courses. He won the All-Star race, which doesn't really mean much anymore. But he's been looking pretty solid. I'm surprised he has not won yet, but it's just he needs to just put races together like near the end. But overall, he has the speed. So he's just the only Penske guy who has no wins right now. So he'd probably be the next guy to win. Probably not at Road America, but eventually, like when we probably get to Daytona, he's good at Daytona. So I feel like he can win there. So Chastain has just been a shit show. He's consistent, but he's a shit show. He's a pain in my ass. And then Chase got 8th. Byron has been super, just like, he has had the super shittiest luck out of anyone in mankind. Because his average finish right now is 17.1. He only has 4 top 5s, but he has those 2 wins. Top 10 in points, so it's not bad. It's just his finishes have been super fucking all over the place. Since Daytona, he had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top 10 finishes, and like at Nashville, he had some steering issues, so they had to go. They went like nearly 40 laps down just to fix the issue and went back on track. Not entirely sure what happened at Gateway. That was just, I don't know, that was just a shit show for them. 600, I think they had an issue, got wrecked out or something. I don't fucking know. If they were just, their finishes are all over the place. I can't understand why. But I feel like they'll be back on track. And Alex Bowman, I swear to God, this guy, top 10 in points, but he has a good average finish, but he's just been, only has 3 top 5 finishes, only 1 win on the season, 2 of the Hendrick guys have 2 wins, the other 2 have 1. He has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 top 10. So it's not like he's doing awful. It's just he's not consistent. Like Byron and Bowman have not been super consistent lately. But I wouldn't count them out like in any means. They're just going through that patch of like, I don't know what's going on. But Bowman got wrecked out with some damage during during Nashville by LaJoy, and because LaJoy doesn't know how to fucking drive half the time. So, and what he said about LaJoy over the radio was pretty funny. But Sonoma and Kozlowski had a top 10 finish in Sonoma, so I was kind of shocked that the RFK cars performed well that day. I want to say Harrison Burton kind of stepped up in that race. He got like a lot. He got stage points in both stages. Todd Gillen got some stage points. Harrison Burton did get the finish that he needed, but it was just it was a solid points day for him. Let's just say that. Of course, Larson had his pit problem. He started on the pole that day, and Chase was started second, finished eighth. So it wasn't like a terrible day, but it wasn't a great day for Hendrick. So like Hendrick has been like super all over the place as of late. Um, like Toyota's been kind of stepping up their game a bit, but um, and Xfinity wise, they were off until the 25th. So trucks ran during that off week. So that truck race at Sonoma, don't really give a shit about. Kyle Busch won it. I don't really give a shit. So Knoxville, they ran Knoxville. It was a dirt race. Haley actually won a heat race, so that was fucking amazing. Had a decent race. Still, people don't know how to fucking drive. Are very undisciplined in that series, and I'll talk about that in another video. But Todd Gilliland, I want to talk about DGR for a second. Todd Gilliland ran for his dad's team at Knoxville in the 17 truck. Like, part-timers have been getting into this truck and outperforming their two original trucks that they have running full-time. My thing is, it's make me think it's like a thing with like when Kyle Busch is running in the truck series and outrunning his team, like his drivers, and then shitting on them for not performing, but he's the one only performing well. So my thing is with DGR, only have one solid truck with part-time drivers in it and getting back-to-back wins shows that their inconsistency of making all their trucks pretty much the exact same. I know they can't be the exact same, but like the setup and whatever and how they make their trucks should be about the same. Because Haley's getting shit on with shitty equipment and stupidity of other drivers on track. Gray, I have no idea what he's doing at this point. It's just the consistency of that team's just all fucking all over the place. I'm super happy Todd Gilliland won that race. Don't get me wrong, but just shows that it's just DGR needs to put more priority into their full-time trucks than just the part-time people coming in, like Todd and Priest coming in and taking over and winning these races for them. Because they won the last two races at Knoxville and Nashville. Todd and I'm just having a brain fart right now. In Nashville, Ryan Priest won at Nashville. So Xfinity, we come back. Nashville, Junior Motorsports cars looked solid. They're just pretty much outrunning everybody at this point. They won this Nashville. Justin Allgaier got his won the second race of the season. So, So it was 1, 2, then Josh Berry has 1, 2. So Noah's 1, 2, Josh Berry's 1, 2, and now Allgaier's 1, 2. We're just waiting for Sam Mayer to like just get in there, but he's doing. Sam Mayer is surprising me how well he's doing. So I gotta give it to him. He's doing actually really well. He got a top 5 finish. Top 5 finish at Nashville, so that is very good. Allgaier won. Trevor Bayne got second. Riley Herbst still is surprising me this year. He's getting solid runs in. Started on the pole, finished third. So he got a good run in. He got great stage points all day. ran in the top 5 pretty much all day. Josh Berry had some issues. Noah, whatever, I don't know what the fuck happened there. So maybe a pit issue. I'm not entirely sure. So he finished 13th. But he did get some stage points, not a lot. He got like 6 stage points overall. And he's like sitting, I don't know, let's see, 4th in the point standings and 3rd in the playoffs. So he's not doing too bad. For the truck side of things, Zane Smith is now the points leader. John Hunter Nemechek is 2nd, and then Ben Rhodes 3rd. Chandler Smith is 4th, and Stuart Friesen is 5th. Playoff wise, there's only like 4 regulars that have won in the truck series, which is very concerning to me. Carson Hocevar is gonna win a fucking race this year. I guarantee it. He's been so fucking close and super consistent. He's top 10 in points right now. 8th in driver and 7th in playoff. So he's not doing bad. I feel like once he gets into the playoffs, he's gonna start just taking off. He just had shitty fucking luck. So Sonoma, get that done and over with. Chase has won at Nashville. Yeah. And there's of course always some stupid controversy every time every time he wins. Shockingly, I know. Just because the whiny little haters of Chase, or just doubters, whatever you want to call them, keep making up excuses of why he wins some of these races and la 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 la. Plain and simple, Toyota fucked up. Joe Gibbs in general fucked up Sunday. Sunday was a long day. They had a lightning delay, rain delay, and once they came back, it was like over here in Arizona West Coast time, it was like 7 o'clock, and I was 7:30. I was already passed out asleep because I had work that morning, and I couldn't stay up, and I couldn't stay awake long enough to watch that race. And I woke up, I got 4:30 in the morning saying, "Oh, Chase won that race." I'm like, "Oh, it didn't even look like he had that race winning speed." But it was like maybe top 5, top 10 kind of speed all day for most of the day. Got some stage points, but stage 1, he got 3 stage points. 2 got 7, so 3. So he got like 10 total stage points plus his race win, which is 40. So he got 50 points that day. But the topic is Toyota flat out dominated that race. No way around it. 3 different Joe Gibbs drivers led that race. All about like Chase led 40 laps in that race. 40 something laps or something like that. And the other guys ran the rest, like the other 250 or whatever you want to call it. So like caution, like a 77 had an issue, so they brought out a caution, and then and at that time it was like 10 laps to go or whatnot, less than 10 laps to go, and the stupid Toyota drivers, Hamlin, Truex, and like Gibbs Hamlin, Busch, and Truex all like came down and pit for tires, and I'm like, why? It didn't make any sense to me. Why? Martin Truex and Busch got screwed by their crew. Chiefs, because Denny Hamlin's the only one who made it back into the top 10 on that final restart or whatever. Like he finished 6th, and Truex and Busch both finished outside the top 20, 21st and 22nd, while Truex swept the stages. Busch led laps, Truex led laps, Denny Hamlin flat dominated the race, and neither of them won. And like Chase even said in like the post, like the winners like media available, whatever, how it's pretty much the same concept of when he lost the Coke 600 handful of years ago, and how they say they crap on Allen still to this day about his decision to come in and pit for tires. Like, it's either you do or you don't. Like, you, like, either, like, people don't seem to get the concept that the field will do the exact opposite of what the leader does. So I think the leader at the time was Busch, like Busch or Truex, one of those two. What the hell is that on my neck? I got like a bump on my neck. On my foot. I don't know what that fucking is. I have weird bumps everywhere, like here. Anyway, oh, lost squirrel. They pit from the lead, so Allen made the decision to keep Chase out on older tires, which is fine. We only have like a handful of laps to go, and I think Kurt stayed out too, because Ryan, Kurt, and Chase stayed out, and Larson. I think Chastain stayed out too. Those like top five think stayed out, and the rest I think pit. The Toyota's pit, so that's what gave Chase the lead. Chase was like came hot like in the final stage, passing Busch and doing green flag stops and lost the lead, then came back, and it's like it was a never-ending shit show. But it was overall a really solid race. Like a lot of passing, there was a lot of drama, especially with the final supposed non-caution bullshit that happened during like the final laps of the race. Kozlowski and one other person got into it on track. Like he got into the wall and got slow on track and got off. There was no caution, and people claimed there should have been one, but just because he smacked the wall and whatnot, and we'll make the case. Oh, they only didn't throw it because Chase was in the lead and it's their golden boy. They helped the golden boy win and blah blah blah. That's always the case with the whiny little crybabies over here, that have nothing better to do with their time but make up bullshit on Chase and how he doesn't deserve any of his wins, and he didn't deserve to win this race, and his pit crew is awful, his crew chief is awful. It's like the never-ending blah, blah, blah story. And how NASCAR should have thrown the caution, but, like, Brad was off the racing surface. Plain and simple. And he got to pit road away from the action while they finished the race. It was, like, maybe, 2 laps left? So what was the point of throwing the fucking caution? What was the point? So, either way, the outcome would most likely have been the same. Chase would have won that race because he had a better car at the very end of that race, like the last 3/4 of that race. Not 3/4, like quarter of that race. Like he didn't have like the best handling car of that race, but it came to life when it needed to the most. And now it's the second win of the season, and we're going into Road America, where he won last year on the 4th of July. So I'm excited. Maybe we can do it again. We'll see. But the field is getting closer to figuring out how he does it and how he wins these races on road courses. So we can either go back to back on wins, or so we just don't know. But people are just going to complain that Chase it's just the golden boy. It's the only reason he won. And someone on my TikTok, like not TikTok, but like keeps like saying, "Oh, Chase doesn't earn anything. He doesn't earn anything his entire life or in his career. Blah blah blah. It's everything's handed to him." And so literally, he said this. This person said this: anyone is capable of winning. Any person you put into a Hendrick car, they're capable of winning. That's not fucking true. Like prime example, as not like this is not Hendrick, was never Hendrick driver, but Suarez, now a Cup winner, was with Joe Gibbs Racing, the top tier team. Never won a race and never made the playoffs with that team. Went to SHR, top tier team, was at their peak of like performance, like killing it, killing everybody. Did not win a race, did not make the playoffs. So tell me, so please go into these cars, one of these cars, and see how easy it is to win in one of these cars with the top elite drivers in the field that will kick your ass till kingdom come, all over that track, no matter who you are. Just because you drive a Hendrick car doesn't mean it's an automatic win. Look at Jimmy Johnson. He was in, like, yeah, he won a shitload ton of races, 85 races, 84, 85 races, and the last few seasons of his career, could not win a fucking race. Hendrick equipment. So don't tell me that bullshit of anyone can win in that equipment, because that's not fucking true. So, that's where I left off. But anyway. So it's always going to be an argument of if the car should have came out or not. But I'm glad Chase won. It was a big deal. It's like, but he's still adamant of them racing at the fairgrounds, not the super speedway, whatever you want to call it. But it's so awesome. Like, you could see, like, all the pictures are like so wholesome of Chase in Victory Lane with his guitar. Like, he was holding it the entire time in Victory Lane. He did not want to let that thing go. Like, because like Kyle Busch, when he has won at Nashville, he like smashed it, like smashed that guitar. And I'm like, yeah, keep that close by, because Kyle Busch might come and like whack it because he might be pissed off. But anyway, Hendrick took the races 2 years in a row. Jeff Bodine, I believe, won there too, like back in the 80s when they raced there. So the amount of times they have raced there, Hendrick Motorsports has won. So that's awesome. I'm just glad Chase won this race. And people are like, oh, I never know if he can win on the oval ever again. I'm like, dude, can win on ovals. The majority of his wins so far have come on ovals. 15 career wins don't just happen. He has 7 road course wins. Now 8 oval wins. 8 oval wins. And people want to complain that he can't win on ovals, and he won on 2 concrete tracks this year. Dover and now Nashville. And we're going to Road America, where he's damn good at. So we will see if his momentum will take off at this track, because, yeah. Ooh. In-car radio for Chase Elliott. Let's see.
What are you thinking on the lane here? So, you would consider the bottom based on that? It's the one, yeah, the last couple of times. I just think, to me, where do you think you're going to accelerate better? And if you think you can
I like
accelerate
this
better on the
YouTube
top
channel
and
because
hold
they
them down,
share
then I do that.
like the final laps or
If you think you
whatever
can accelerate better on the bottom,
of his, like, anytime he
do
wins,
that.
they share like his in-car audio or whatnot. So
just thinking old tires, like when you get to the corner, aren't going to be like new ones.
It's gonna be like a few minutes, but it's pretty cool. Um, but I like how open Chase is in his interview, like his post race like interviews, like in the media center, about how adamant he is about going to go run in um, on the fairgrounds, and like how he's done, like he'll like never take credit, like give himself enough credit for how he arrived on track, like that move that he made, like came across like around the top past like two or three cars, three or four cars, and came down, made and like made this like ooh, like roller coaster, like ooh, it was like a video game move, and none of the broadcasters said anything while it was happening, and he said, "Oh, I did not like I did nothing special," and then blah blah blah. I'm like, "Are you kidding? That was like smooth as hell. That move was like he makes some been making serious aggressive moves at like this year, like bobbing and weaving, like going straight down bottom of the track, and it's been wild. Um, People will never give him any credit for how talented he is behind the wheel, and will just base and judge him on the fact that he's an Elliott, and that's the only reason they keep saying, "Oh, he's a golden boy." I'm like, really? Because the fact that they keep pushing Bubba Wallace, a mid-pack guy, for the most part, maybe a top 10 or two in a season, is not it, and pushing him down our throats, no matter what, any chance they get, that's their golden boy. Chase has been screwed over numerous times by NASCAR over the years, and he's only won twice this year. So how is he the golden boy, and how has he been helped by NASCAR this year? I would love to know. Love it. Love it. But regardless, Nashville was a decent race. It was a very, very good and decent race. Um, Toyota in general fucked up that day, so that's gonna be a weird team meeting right there. And Truex made a decision about coming back next year, so he'll be back for at least one more season. Ugh. But it's not like it'll make a difference. He hasn't been really super competitive. Like, no, I'm not saying he's not competitive. It just hasn't been consistently running up front and going for wins as of late. It hasn't won in like a while. Since like what, last year? Yeah, since last year. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. But I'm pumped. It's like super, super awesome. But we go to Road America next week. Atlanta, then New Hampshire. Ugh. Such a bad stretch for us after Road America. Gah! Atlanta, New Hampshire, and Pocono. No. Anyway, we're like not very good at Atlanta, so I don't know. Um, ma, 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 ma. I'm so sorry. I'm freakishly tired. I'm gonna be tired until I leave for my vacation. Oh yeah, I'm going on vacation to California, but it's mostly for like my grandpa and putting him to rest, along with my aunt. Um, I got one of my buddies from work to help me out and watch like my apartment, take care of my dumbass cat over there who is sleeping currently. Yeah, you. She acts like she's like she acts like she does so much all day and all night, like while I'm at work, and she just sleeps all day. I'm like, do you just run around the apartment and do nothing, or just? But personally, I just want to get into like personal shit right now, since I caught up on all on the racing shit. Um, um, Work wise is going great. I'm now confident in myself to know that I can do everything there minus one or two things, a few things I should say. Um, I am now considered a switcher without the official title yet, but I'm certified as a switcher, like moving trailers on and off door, like just doing that kind of stuff, like serious shit. Um, the unload depends on us getting trailers on and off door as quickly as possible, just flip flop and shit. Um, that was a long process to get certified, and I'm glad it's over with. So I can't screw up, or I will be like, um, eventually I will get a pay raise once I get the official like title of a switcher. Like once I like get the application and apply and like have that title. Mainly will be only like switching like on the weekends, like Saturdays, Sundays, whatever. Mostly Sundays, because we'll have somebody on Saturdays. I'll be Sunday, and we have someone throughout the week. If they need me an extra hand outside, then I'll go outside throughout the week. But I'm going to go in tomorrow morning early, like 1:30 ish, just to get like a rundown, like what goes on throughout the week, because I don't know. But overall, I'm feeling very confident in myself. I ran pretty much by myself for the most part on Sunday. Got trails on and off door, and just handled my shit, and we were good. A manager did come out and like help flip flop some trailers from like one end over here to the other, to our dock and whatnot. So it was a busy day Sunday, but we got our shit done. We got done early. I was out before 8 o'clock. I personally was done before 8 o'clock. So I clocked out about 7:45, and we started about 3 o'clock. So either way, it's easy work. The first day was a little rough because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, and then it's getting easier. Let's just say it's getting a lot easier. Either way, I can pretty much do anything at work. I feel super, super confident. Mentally and emotionally, I'm doing so much better. Like, I haven't really had a depressive episode or any kind of anxiety issues in a while. I'll have, like, my moments of, like, where I feel, like, super overwhelmed and stressed out, but I don't really get the anxiety anymore, whatever, for the time being. But doing great. I did some rearranging of my apartment. I moved my couch over and paid my couch off, so that's nice. Just trying to get things decluttered, organized before I leave in a couple weeks. I got like 2.5 weeks before I leave for California. It's gonna be a big family affair out there, so I need to like do like little things around here, but little big things, like I had to change the filter in my AC thing, vacuum, clean my baseboards, go to Goodwill because I have a lot of shit I need to donate, make sure my cat's all set up and ready to go, clean my kitchen, organize my room. My room's getting together. I've been moving some shit around. Things are coming together. So I got a fan for my apartment so I can just move it around and keep it cool. It's because it's now triple digits in Arizona and will be until the end of time, till October at least. So but it's been very, very hectic the last month or so. So. How many times do I say so? But what was I gonna say? Plus, we're in monsoon season too, so that's a shit show in itself. It gets super muggy when it rains, and super windy, and yeah, it's just all kinds of bad. But life is going pretty well, so I can't complain too much really at all at this point. So Just trying to get back in shape, organized, and I'm getting scam calls. It's great. And I can wear this into work. Well, it's already 11:30. But yeah, overall, racing has been actually pretty good. I went to Hooters yesterday and got my free wings, and I had some fried pickles. I still have fried pickles in my refrigerator, so, and I had a couple beers. I was good. Then I came home and slept for work. But anyway, like if you follow me on TikTok, follow me there. I've been posting a lot of videos of Chase's win and stuff like that. I have 2 TikTok accounts, so follow both. I don't really care. I mainly post on the other one where it's him and his Hooters. Me when I met him when he was in his Hooters fire suit from 2019. So that's the one you should follow because it's getting more traction and more attention. So I'm gonna finish doing whatever I'm doing. Maybe eat. I have not been really all that hungry lately. I've been feeling very blasé as of late. But let's see my. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that so much. And let's. This is my wallpaper. Damn it! I keep doing that stupid shit. And then this is my wallpaper. My home screen. I'm so excited. Ugh. I'm just super excited that he won again. I was shocked actually, to say the least. And my hair update, it's getting there, but I wish it was a little bit longer for my liking before I go on this stupid trip. But it is what it is. I am freaking burnt out at the moment. They're changing my schedule at work to Sunday through Thursday. Once I get a little bit more comfortable outside, because they really only need me on Sundays to be outside. But overall, a bruise. I need to take a shower today. Which is probably what I'll do after this. I was talking to myself at this point. My hands are freaking dirty still. One thing about the switching job is you get super dirty. The lines that you connect to the trailers, grease everywhere. So I had grease all up and down my pant leg, all over my hands, and honestly, I fucking love it. I love the dirty shit work. I feel like I've done something, and I feel like I've been doing pretty well. But I've only been doing it for 2 days so far, so I'm learning a lot and getting super comfortable, and I feel like I'm just kicking ass at life right now. My cat's happy and healthy. I have a great apartment. But it's hot as shit outside. But either way, it's fucking awesome. I'm just ready to get out of Arizona for about 5 days. So, gotta get my nails redone because, yeah, life. My toes and my fingernails need to get done before we leave on the 16th. So, I'm done rambling. I need to finish rearranging my place and feel like I did something today. Like my laundry, put that away. I need to clean my kitchen. Just declutter shit. Get rid of some of these boxes over here. Yes, I still have my Christmas tree up. I'm probably gonna get rid of that eventually. Just probably not until I get back from California. I have 2 Christmas trees. One I'm going to donate. I'm going to get rid of this one too because the light, like there's some kind of fuse that does not work up there. The light does not work. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I ramble on for too much longer, hope everyone has a solid week. I know it's Tuesday. Today was my Monday for like work. Well, technically Sunday was because now I have to work Sundays, which is fine. I don't really give a shit. Sundays are kind of slow and steady paced, and we're all good. So I'll have Fridays and Saturdays off, so that's gonna be cool. But yeah, either way, I'll probably just work straight through until I leave for California. So how many times will I bring that trip up? I don't know. I'm just ready to get it over with because it'll be like some closure and give me like some weight off my shoulders, and I can go on with my life. So yeah, hope everyone has a good week, great week. Don't fight with each other online. We don't need that. It's not worth it. Just be nice to each other. Chase fans, be happy. We won, 2 wins in, so we're pretty much secure for the playoffs officially. Now they've got our 2 wins, because if there's more than 16 winners, he'll be locked in. He'll be secure. If he gets another win, he'll be fully secure. Full. And we go to Road America, and we know how well he runs there. And, but yeah. Have a good week. We'll see you guys after Road America. We'll see if I make a video at that point, but that'll depend on how I feel. So, be nice to each other, and I'll talk to you guys later.